And welcome back to Washington Commanders Insider. We are looking at 6 takeaways from the Commanders' win over the Bengals on Monday Night Football, and just pretty much going through this article on Commanders Wire and saying, yes, this is true or this is false with these 6 takeaways. But I think that they are all true. And so the first one is Jaden Daniels can carry this team. I absolutely think that that is a fact. In fact, I think that Jaden Daniels, to me, has shown that he is the quarterback for now, and he's definitely the quarterback for the future. I have seen several quarterbacks play for this Washington franchise, and I must say, I have not been this excited for Jaden Daniels since what we saw with RG3 in his rookie year. I'm just hoping that he can stay healthy and just please just slide as he runs out of the pocket. But I just thought from just a composure standpoint, Jaden Daniels, it almost looks like he essentially has been playing in the league for about 4, 5, 6 years, because with the game on the line, needing to get a fourth down conversion, needing to keep the Bengals on the sideline, and essentially you have to score in order to win the game. He got it done. He was able to go ahead and take on the blitz and then throw a beautiful dime down the sideline and hit Terry McLaurin. He also hit Zach Ertz. I mean, just his ability to stand there, read what is happening to him, and then make the appropriate plays. And I also love the fact that he has the composure now that he doesn't just take off and run. I believe he believes enough in his ability to go out and scramble and get positive plays for the offense, but he is now utilizing his and utilizing his poise to now wait to see for wide receivers, tight ends, running backs to open up in coverage in the scramble drill. And it's turning out to be some big plays, because now the Washington Commanders, they're not just moving the football, they're getting chunk plays as well, along with just the little, subtle just blows that they're giving teams in the run game. And so I definitely think that, yes, that is a fact. Jaden Daniels absolutely can carry the team. And I'm hoping that, much like CJ Stroud, who was selected after the first quarterback taken in the draft, his draft year, I'm hoping that Jaden Daniels has that same success. Next, Cliff Kingsbury and his criticism should stop for now. I definitely like the should stop for now, because one of the criticisms that I really had for this Washington Commanders offense was just, would they be aggressive? And I love the fact that it is pretty simple with the offense, but I love the fact that he is now opening it up a little bit more. You saw a little bit more deep plays down the field, and I'm not sure that they were necessarily giving Jaden Daniels that type of green light initially. I think that they were just trying to keep it simple and just make the reads easy. But I think that as you see just how good Jaden Daniels is, I feel like now Kingsbury is now opening up the offense here. And so I think that this is huge for the offensive coordinator. I think that now he trusts his offense. He believes that they can get it done. So, yes, I believe the criticism should stop here against our play caller for now. Defense made enough stops. That is absolutely correct. I believe that, yes, the defense did get hit with a lot of stuff from the Bengals, but they held in there. And it's not like they gave up huge plays. And to be honest with you, this goes on to what was said on Locked On Commanders, which is a great program. David Harrison, he puts out the exact stat that, well, once Chase Young gets at least 6 receptions and I believe 80 plus yards, usually the Bengals win. He had over 80 yards and 2 touchdowns, and the Bengals still lost. So you have to give kudos to the defense. And I said this yesterday after the game. The Commanders really didn't allow anybody else to get off. I think that they did a terrific job in tackling a lot better. And even though they had given up a touchdown to Jamar Chase, they did not panic. They stayed with what they were doing. They were still aggressive. They got 2 sacks out there. And I said this before. Look, Kansas City initially, when Patrick Mahomes took over, it was a defense that just needed to hold on. They weren't as good, I think, defensively. I think they've gotten better over time, and I think you're going to see that with the Commanders. Next up, the Commanders won the special team battle. Absolutely. Look, you get Austin Cybers. He comes in and he makes his field goal attempt, which is big for the Washington Commanders, or Austin Cyber, excuse me. He makes his field goal attempt, which is big, right? Because we didn't get that in week one. I had said that even if the Commanders lose, you need to be able to hit those field goals. You never know, that could possibly change momentum. So the fact that they were able to do that means that you can trust the kicker on those drives. And then on top of that, special teams wise, it's not like we gave the Cincinnati Bengals really good fields to work with. I mean, I will give you the fact that, yes, the Bengals did drive down, but it wasn't like they had a huge return and they were starting at the 50-yard line. It wasn't shanked punts. I think that they did a terrific job as far as making Joe Burrow have to go down the field. So, yes, the special teams absolutely was a huge key for the Commanders winning here on Monday night against the Cincinnati Bengals. Next up, the Commanders had several offensive playmakers. Absolutely correct. I think that I talked about this yesterday with Luke McCaffrey. He looks like as he continues to get more comfortable as a wide receiver, he is going to be a legit playmaker. And I love the composure from Terry McLaurin. I love the fact that, he had said going into this thing that he was going to be patient, be the pro's pro, be there for his rookie quarterback, and deliver. And I love the fact that Jaden Daniels missed Terry McLaurin early on in the contest it should have been a touchdown. He was wide open. The pressure got to him and he stepped up. He threw it a little bit too far, but I love how they talked about it on the sidelines. He assured him he was going to come back to him, and that's exactly what he did. 4 catches, 100 yards. Huge day for Terry McLaurin, who's played with so many different quarterbacks. And so absolutely, he's a playmaker. Zach Ertz has won a Super Bowl. So absolutely, he can make plays. And this goes back to the Giants game. I thought that was a key piece to winning that football game because Zach Ertz was able to make timely plays. I love how they use Austin Eckler. I said coming into this season that Austin Eckler was going to be super important for Jaden Daniels because he is going to be a safety blanket like Zach Ertz for that check down option. And I feel like between those two, both of those can still win against linebackers, even though that they've been in the league for some time. I felt like they can make some plays out there. And then also, too, with Noah Brown, all right? I think that a lot of people really don't see how good he is. I know he has traveled, I believe, from the Dallas Cowboys, the Houston Texans as well, and getting over here, getting an opportunity. I think that he absolutely has shown that he can make some plays for this Washington Commanders offense. And, they mentioned Jahan Dotson, who I wanted to see have some success. He had some success his rookie year with Carson Wentz. After he went down with the hamstring, it just wasn't quite the same. And for whatever reason, it just didn't work out. But I think since he's exited, I feel like that the Washington Commanders do have several different wide receivers that they can absolutely go to. And I love that they have still De'Ami Brown on the roster as well. I mean, he was a huge player at North Carolina. And so I think that maybe there's a chance that he can also go out there and make some plays for this young quarterback. But yes, I feel like these 6 takeaways are absolutely true. They hit it right on the mark with everything that the Commanders were able to do in order to get this win against the Bengals. So let me know in the comments what you are thinking. Do you think that there should be 7 keys to the Commanders winning over the Bengals? Do you agree with this particular article on Commanders Wire? Let me know in the comments. Once again, it is nice to see the Commanders win, I think, convincingly here against the Bengals. I'm super excited to talk about the Washington Commanders versus the Arizona Cardinals. We'll be starting to talk about that tomorrow as we look at the keys and the injury report for that particular game. Right now, the team is out there and they've traveled to Arizona. I'm pretty sure they're going to go ahead and practice and get ready for the game throughout the week there. So I think that that's smart, not going back to the East Coast and out to the West Coast. So anyway, looking forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. Keep it locked in. Washington Commanders Insider. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.